All Hell Breaks Loops, and today, as you can tell from the image, we're going to do Sonic Wave, which is I've found all the Sonic like OST files, and then I'm using them through this really cool player that can stem everything out. And then once I make the stems, then I'm like messing with the pitch, like adding on like weird like VHS sort of like distressing, and oh yeah, dropping it by a full octave, and then also splitting the time in half. So it sounds kind of like this right now. I'll take the looping off. So it's really kind of mellow and plodding, and it really adds to nothing, which is part of the fun. And then just when you think it's about to kick in, you're like, okay, that's just a really long intro, right? And then the full. You got that shaker or snare, I don't even know what it is. And then back again. Just back to weirdness. So what I'm doing, as you can kind of see, let me pause this. I've gone through, this is the third song that I've done like this. And then what I'm doing is going through, and you can kind of see here, it just has these different grooves, and I'm just copying and pasting and then just like listening them out. Because it can be a lot to just listen to that same thing over and over and over a lot. And that's kind of what I like about it. So we're going to go back into, I've done groove 1, groove 2, groove 3. There's groove 11 out here. That's confusing. Oh, it was because I fixed on the other one. Let's go back to just groove 4. Actually, let's do 11. So I'm going in here. I've got groove 1, groove 2, groove 3, and I'm just basically copying and pasting. So this is the stem, and it's lined up with the grid and everything. And counterintuitive, we're going to go to 11. Delete everything. That was the last song, which was Emerald. No, I can't remember. Paste everything in here. We are going to shave off the first 2 bars and then just drag everything over. So then it just sounds like...
Tyler.
Oh, Siri's talking to me. That's weird. Especially weird. If we listen to here, what I want to make sure is that when I mute things out, that it's like, I wouldn't say adds, but everything adds in a good way. Let's do that. So you can see I set this up like this because there's these like SM3 things and this YM4 that on some of the tracks they have and some of the tracks they don't. Everything on here is just clutter from a previous project. So let me start to clean that up more. Let's go back into groove 4. Here's groove 11. Again, poor organization, but probably should have started from like a blank template. So we're going to do that. Get rid of the beginning. Get rid of the beginning. Drag it over here and play. So it's a little bit more harmonic information, but it like moves around a little bit at least. And groove 5. And get rid of what we did before, which is basically the first 4 bars. Then since it's like half speed, it's like 2 bars. Ooh. So let's take a listen to that. It's a really slow transition from here. we have, let's see, these four, and then this is where it finally starts to switch up, so I think it's okay to mess with some of the muting things. Let me just take this one out and see how that sounds. Let's see how it sounds here, and then what we take away. Some of the FM stuff gets really weird when I start sweeping it. Let's see how this is instead. Maybe I should just go full. Just letting everything back in, because it has this drive. Oh, and then all this goes up. How does this sound? I think that's okay. So what do we do for 5? This one. Well, what if? I love that one, so just out of nowhere. Well, when I'm looking at like this, it's really unfair. I'm just butchering the real melody. Maybe go back on that one. That was it. This instead. So transition should be along like this. Maybe it doesn't need as much. Or, let's see, if we have this super slow and plodding, by the time it does 4 times around, 1, 2, 3, and 4, yeah, then it's more okay to open up with the 5th one. And then like it's rated, 4 like that. Kind of comes in where you're just like, what? So the other crazy thing I'm thinking about here is actually letting the whole thing play out. Let's fix the rest of the grooves. So this was 5. Let's go in here, block, copy 5. We're gonna go to 6. Get rid of all the old stuff. Here's all the good stuff. Shave it back 2 bars because that's how everything fits. So the reason why I'm doing it like this is it saves me a little bit of time. As you can see now, that just went in, and if as long as my numbers go sequentially, then after 5 is 6, I can see all this breakdowny stuff. So after 5 gets big for weird vaporwave flip terms. Little drawing. I like it, but I think I want it to happen later on. Or happen on the first one. So the cool thing is if you have the locators and then you do them backwards, right? So like left here and right here, it actually skips over that section a little bit. So I can take it really back and then build it up slowly again. And keep in mind this is like 3 minutes into the track, so I don't know. Maybe it's more like background music. That's fine. I'm just trying to do a bunch of these because they're relatively quick to make, and then they might. Well, they definitely will get used in like a themed AV stream that will happen next week. Let's see. So this is like the big like breakdown. So that sounds, and then just nothing. Oh yeah, we're doing our skippy. Don't do our skippy thing. sparse. I love the mistiming on that, but it's the way the phrase is. I think it has the little things that like. It sounds like it's imprecise, like I had a really sloppy just ins and outs and everything like that, but just because we're sampling such a short phrase and it doesn't need to like do it on repeat, and it drops away again. I think that's too much. So I think we can do that for the first one, and then we're gonna open it up. I like to use shortcuts. So what I'm doing there is all these things on top are just muting, and then I'm just kind of, everything's there, right? If it's by default, but then I'm just adding and muting things on top to kind of take away elements. That way I can stretch out this arrangement to currently 3 minutes, 11 seconds, so great. So we've got this, and then the only thing that's gonna open up is this YM5, which is great, right? Good thing it's flagging this. Oh man, that's great. It feels like it's building up to something, right? But it's never gonna build up to anything, which is sad. It builds up to like the question of, wow, I just spent the last 3 minutes listening to that. So hopefully it wasn't like intentful listening, but it was like backgrounds. All right, so that's gonna play out great. Let's go back and fix 7 and 8, because that should finish. Everything kind of fits into like a 4-phrase thing. 7, get rid of all this. Go back to the beginning, shave it up. And I really should rename 11, but I have to rename all of them. 5, am I scrolling this slow? 6, oh, 7, 10, see? That's how well my numbering system works. So we're really pulling back, and then this part, I think we're just gonna let it go with the, oh, maybe, okay, so I'll bring the horns back. What? Is that correct? So 6 is like this. Yeah, and then we can kind of see here, this is our slide. What? Oh man, these parts down an octave just sounds... What? There's all these crazy artifacts on these. Whoa! Okay, let's turn off the mute. Oh, turn off mute. Oh, it's because, yeah, the song's there. Wait, if that's 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe it's just 5, 6. Okay. And then on 7, we do something different, which is this. So we'll change that group. Interesting. Now we just play that. Okay, so here's going to be really weird. So on 7, we're going to go in here. Okay, I just want to do that creepy thing. So we're just going to block out the sun. And then add in these elements if they make sense. Okay, duplicate. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Duplicate. Whoops. This. Oh, we don't want that. Duplicate. 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 Just creepiness. How's it sound with that? Yeah. That's so bad. I think that one I pitched down and then I brought it back up again because the artifacts are so bad. Like, even though I went lower, all the squeaky artifacts are still worse than it was at a lower pitch. By going low, it messed up with the FM artifacts, so the annoyingness of the pitchy things got high. But we've got this that's like something that resembles a groove. It's starting to like kind of sink into it. Yeah. And then just everything disappears. Especially since it's not off the down. Uh-oh, everything is off. Remember that time when I said that everything would be off? What do we do to fix this? That's terrible. Actually, it kind of adds to it since I was so imprecise. This is interesting because then that means everything is off by a little bit. Let me see if I can sync that. Let me see if I can fix that. All right, so we're gonna go. We got to do some heavy lifting here. All right, we're gonna turn on the clock, and we're gonna listen to these. So one of these got messed up in the timing. We could just listen to this. Right, so that plotting with the little bit of like the distortion. I love that crunch just listening to. That one's cool. Group 2. Sounds good. 3. Oh, it gets off there. So maybe it wasn't, I think in my notes I have it at 124. So it's slowly getting more off and more off. That's wonderful. Oh, I wonder, I could be weird and take each one and stretch it, which might add more artifacts. This is really weird because usually I'm trying to get as precise and as tight as possible. In this case, I'm trying to get like add in the right amount of atrophy and chaos. Let's go to 4. We'll see how far like it drifts. Because this one doesn't. Yeah, you can start to hear it, that one. And all these are off. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to try something. So we're going to take all of these and we're going to peel them back. And then we're going to take what we have here and we're going to take off the snap. We're going to peel it back enough and then peel it over enough to kind of take a look at all this. So then here we know it should wrap about, I'll use this one. It's really tight. Right there. Should be about good. So then when we take this, and then I know it still leaves snap off, and we drag it all the way to the beginning, that kind of smashed it up against the one. And then we take a listen to the full phrase. And let's see, where do we want to end? There's our plotting cue. There we go. And then with this off, we also want to nip this one out. That snaps on. That. Then turn snap back on with everything selected and hold option. And then, so what we did is we made sure the front aligned, and then we just kind of wiggled the back end. And then now, groove 4 should be really, really tight. And it sounds kind of like this. Oops. Let's listen to everything. If I have to do that manually for everything, it's okay. Fair approach is the bases. They just get super weird when we go on that octave level and 10 degree range. Okay, so 5 is messed up. Let's go fix 5. Alright. Same thing. Exciting techniques. Let me. Okay, so that would normally be it, but. Oh. So if we select everything. Oops. Mouse is out of control. So I'll select everything, pull it down so it's like that. Hit R goes the razor tool. And then if we drag across like that, and it's just saying, well, I'm going to cut everything. And then go back to Q, select everything. All these, we're going to get rid of them. We're going to go back here. We're going to turn off snap. Move this over. Drag it out so we can actually see the beginning of the kick. And then, with high precision, go back in here, get rid of that one, and just line it up so this one's dead on. Okay, with that, and then snap still off, everything selected. Drag everything back to here, and that's snapped in, and at the end of the phrase. End of the phrase, okay. And then right here, we are going to snap stuff off, peel everything back to cover that up. And we'll go a little bit more so we don't get this next transient thing. I thought vaporwave was just supposed to be like put a cassette in and you're done with it, but sometimes snap is on, option, drag. That should be very, very tight. Let's check it out. And the ultimate test of B, going back between our block view. How good does groove 5 sound? Oh, is this the one where we pull it when it's super creepy? Wonderful. Let's go. 0 progress. So it's not quite as like bad. It kind of, I love that that one like lines up right there and transients a little off, so it kind of gives that thud. Yeah, you don't hear the initial bah, you hear the wha. It's like if you were saying bah and then someone put their hand in your mouth. Or wha. So they have their hand in their mouth in the beginning, and then they open it up when you start to talk. Wha. Yeah, so that's all good. So we'll fix 6, that's the groove. Let's go back to B. Let's go to 6. Did we copy this over for 7? Yeah, we did. Okay. The only thing with this, if I start warping things and then I paste it in, it might get really weird, but that's fine. All right, so selecting everything, going through at the end, hitting R, going to slice a line across everything. Going to delete things we don't need. Going to go in here, turn off snap. Is that really the first one? Oh wait, no, that would, where would the, yeah, am I cutting off the first of the phrase? No, it's got to be the kick. I think, yeah, that thing. So the kick. If I count 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that is the one. This kick right here, in this thing. I'm getting hungry. You can hear my stomach rumbling on the microphone. All right. Snap is off. I'm gonna go here. Drag. Get our high precision drag. Boom. And there. And drag. Smash it in there. Okay, so now that we're smashed in there, it's like, should I go with the kick drum or go with that? Let's go with the kick drum. Nothing can be earlier than the kick drum. That's the law. I don't make the laws. Things can be earlier than the kick drum. It's all about weird feel and how much you want to like tweak things. All right. So now at the end, you're going to get rid of that kick drum. We're going with the kicks. And by kick, I mean kick that's processed by dropping it an octave and pitching it down. Wait, I mentioned halftime, full octave down. All right, so now that we've rolled that back, then we can go back to turning snap on. We can hold option, which does the time drag, and then that fits it perfectly in the allotment that we have. Now let's listen to that. When does 6 come in? When does 6 come in? Over here. Yeah. That was 7. Okay, let's take a look at 7, but we'll first copy it over. 7 spin. 7 spin trim? No, that's the thing. Alright, 7. 10? What happened to 8? I guess I just don't do 8. So again, that's my old project, which I should have cleaned up for sake of organization. Pasting everything in here. Going back. 7, 10. That's how we number things. We'll select all of these. We'll go in here. We will chop chop. Oh. So I think I'm using a lot of mouse gestures, but I kind of, there we go. Whoa, that's a lot. Did I get double? No. Oh, no, I did. Wait. Hold on. Oh, it didn't paste in it. Okay. So I think if this is selected and this is selected, it will paste it. I was like, ooh, why do we have all these extra ones? I hope they're not used by anything. Oh, interesting. So that stays with the groove. Learning new things for a reason. So if you paste things like that and you have this, it leaves all these extra tracks. So they're there already. I don't know, but we don't need them. I hope this is not a regret. It's hard to tell when they're selected sometimes. Cool. All right, so now our super snip. Do we select everything? Yeah. Come with the razor tool, real tight. And if you do it over shape, like if we wanted to instead do this, then we'll cut that. Oh, when snap isn't on, it gives you interesting cuts. Good to know. Get rid of these. We're going to move these up. Okay, everything dead on with the kick. It's good, yeah, it's already big. And biggened. Snap is off, right? Oh, snap is on. Oh, snap was on, but it was on, I had on the grid settings, so it's on 120, and that's why it gives the interesting cut. Cool, okay. And peel this back. Select all this. Drag it over. Take a look at the end. Ooh. I guess we could just do that. Ooh. All right, then we want to shave off. Let's snap off. This last part. Boom. And then we're going to alt drag this to the end. Ooh, snaps on. Let's redo that. Snaps on. Drag to the end. Boop. And grew 10, strangely enough, which does not come before 11, it comes after 7. That's a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, do we not clean up? So I think 10 is cleaned up, but we still need to clean up on 7. Oh, and then we just... Did I not edit it? Let's go back to 7. Did I edit the wrong one? Again, organize project files. All that work for the wrong thing. All right. Oh, maybe that's why it's the paste on top. Not sure. Here's 7. Here's 10. Cool. everything. All right, let's go back to 7 before we fix 9. Here's 7. Okay. R for razor, straight line. Select all these, get rid of them, select all these. Them over a bit, make them embiggen. So that is getting cut off. And we're going to make it very precise to the kick. So it's interesting because I'm learning like new techniques every time I do one of these songs, but the intent was just to make a template so I could just like drag them in and then kind of like 2 takes, be like, oh yeah, mute this, whatever. But it's turning into a little bit of work. But then the results are changing from track to track, which is kind of fun. And like I had intended to do more of kind of like a vapor trappy thing. But that requires, this is like my fun outside of like composing music sort of break. So I wanted it all to be like really easy and kind of like exploratory. So we'll see if that's working or not. We're going to go back here, snap this off, drag this back, cover up that next kick for imprecise timing. So I after I rendered everything, I drop everything into mixed and key because that's what I use for figuring out DJ stuff. And then it didn't occur to me before where I was like, listen to some, oh no. Oh shit. Okay, so now we have that. I forgot my own step because I was trying to tell a story. And then we alt, which stretches it up. Make sure we have the end selected. Or else it won't all sound good. But you can see the kicks are nice and clean. All right, this should be our beautiful, beautiful, super sparse cutout of everything and just that squeaky FM noise. Let's hear it. Let's groove on 2 bars of 6. If you would, sway back and forth. Remember friend Sonic and all he's done, his contributions towards society, towards culture, towards a bridging of international cultures, and that sound. It's so unnerving. And it does this 4 times. It's kind of less climactic because you can see it when you can't see it, and you're just like, okay, where's it coming in? I think it's very much the antithesis of like 1, 2, 3, 4 drop culture, which is fun because then I write for that and then I write for this. There's no middle ground. That's tight. Should I add in elements or just like? I love that. Okay, let's take a look at what musically 10 is doing. I use musically in very loose terms. Okay, so 10, listen to everything. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's my spelling spaghetti noise. All right, this is 10. All right, this sounds like this. Kind of returns to that. Maybe, okay. So on the other one, I use this technique where I stretch everything out for so long. And we're already at 7 minutes. God, 7 minutes of content. At this point, I just kind of give up, and then I just kind of let everything kind of like be a song again. But the tempo is wonky. Let me think about that. Okay, so we have group 10 here. Let's first copy this. This is big form. Go to 11. 11 is the old song. Oh no, we did. So it does this. Bum, 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 bum. There's another section. Not to here. Yeah. So then the turnaround is boom. That, and then 11 should start on. Yeah, that's accurate. Oh wait, who's this? Let's go to bar. Let's drag this over. What do we cover up? That's a good question. has the turnaround, but then this one just has, here's what we can do. Since I'm confused, I'll get rid of everything in 11. All right, go back to 10, poorly named. This is what it's supposed to be. I don't know why I put all the inflections on it. It's pretty, like, it's just the FM sensitive sort of theme. Because I'm thinking about just letting it play the whole way out. To get that sense of normalcy, until I start messing with it again. And then once you get there, and then go back to Birdie. I'm like, oh, we're only 30 seconds in the song, which I thought was 30 minutes. And then I realized when I go back here, we're at 4 minutes. Oh, we're not at 7 minutes. We're at 4 minutes? We're at 4 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. This song will be like 8 minutes if I let the whole thing play out. So let me go back to groove 10. I'm going to tighten it up. We're going until here. We're going to cut around here. We're going to shrink all this in. We're going to use R. So just in case, I know I've been going fast. This is Q. Okay, is this Q? Yeah, Q, W, E, R, T, Y, U. Oh, U. Isn't it weird this like Q, W, or T? I get that that's like the first thing, but it's this thing that most closely resembles a word. Q, W, E, R, T. Yeah, I think it's because it most resembles a word, because if it's just QWER, then it'd just be QWER. QWERTY. Why don't you just call it? That's stupid. They should just call it QWER keyboard instead of what's the other kind, like Dvorak? Okay. The beginning is sloppy. We'll start there. Turn off our snap. Select everything. Is everything selected? Peel. What happened to my thing? Is it being weird? What? Can I not track things? Oh, the hand. I don't even know what the hand does. Hand tool. I don't want the hand tool. So it's good that I'm trying to explain everything Reason like I'm an expert, because I am. I'm not an expert. Oh, so I can't turn it on the snap tool. Pull this back. Let's see that full transient kick. Beautiful. Other stuff that we don't need that's just going to clutter up our snappy vapor-esque transitions. Get this real tight to the kick. Now that we're real tight to the kick, just going to smash it into the one, the downbeat, boom. And now let's take a look at the end. Okay, we're going to cut again. Let's cut everything up. And instead of clicking, we're going to hit the R key. Boom. Which we did not have snap, so that's okay. I was like, oh, snap was a select, but we don't need precise edits because we're just going to make this clean. And then now we are here, or, oh, there's like many things. Oh, I did get sloppy with that. Okay, snap would have been our friend. Now we're trying to snap off. Now we're now we're trying to snap off. What's here? What's here? What's here? Boop. Always with the kicks. I'm glad the kicks are brooding and four on the floor. All right, now we have that. Turn snap on. Hold Option. I don't know how you do the Option thing other than Option or Alt. I don't know. We got the clock, and then drag the clock over. We got a little bit of that peaking out, but that's okay. It'll add to our slightly off timeness. Woo, and I think that's good. So let's listen to it. This is the one that's going to play out, right? I think so. That's a lot of 10. So after everything breaks away and just we get that cursed sound. It's like the worst drop ever, but that's why it's so good. And it actually gives you the song, right? Oh, well, it loops that. I think I'm gonna give Okay, so the phrase is. So it loops back, and then it doesn't loop here, does it? No, it doesn't. What? Wait, why would that groove 10? So if I had this, oh, learned something new today. Okay, so now this is a big change up because all these were in, if we were counting at 62, these are all 2-bar phrases, but then that's kind of like artificial halftime. I'm planning on playing this out with stuff that's like 124. Oh, that's fast. It will definitely feel like halftime at that point. I don't know if I have a lot of stuff in 62. 62 seems really slow. Okay, so let's see how this comes out. And then I'm just gonna tease, since you've earned it, since you've made it into 4 minutes down the song, then I'm gonna give you full access to the phrase, right? For 4 bars. And then, maybe I should just go to 11 after that. Or not 11, whatever I named it. Let's do that. All right, so here's 10. Well, if that's the case, then I could just extend this. Oh, the E goes out to there. Oh, maybe this is supposed to go longer. Huh. And back to 10. I love blocks. So blocks have been around for a while, but I didn't really bother to learn them until this year, and it's been very, 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 very productive. Here we go. So this is the full phrase. After like I scarred your ears with, like there's like scars forming on the membranes of your eardrums from that, and then it goes this to you, which is still. Let me pull up the. Hold on. Let's groove and talk. All right, so we've got that going in a loop, and I'm going to show you. Let's pull that. Oh wait, no, that's. Okay, browser. I have it in another window. I can take this back. There's an Audiomatic. It's on the VHS setting, and there's a distress bus, and the transformers turn all the way down to the camera. How about it merges back in? If I close it? Hey, okay. So then. In here, right? All these things are going to the distress bus. Here is the distress bus. This wonderful camera. Without it, it's like, there's too much high fidelity. No. There we go. So it makes it a lot coarser. It's coarser. I don't know. It felt good. And then I've had this on every song, so they're all messed up in the same way. So we can get rid of the rap, get rid of the mixer, just focus on this. Alright. That was 10. Now, I feel like we're just going to end up doing longer things. We'll go to 11, which has nothing in it. We'll go back to 10. We'll copy everything in 10. Go to 11. There's nothing in it. I've mentioned that a couple times. Paste everything in here. And let's just pull this out all the way and listen. Oh, this is the beginning of that too. I think this is the same thing that we heard. Oh, there's not much more of the song left. That's good. What a relief. The bass, just it gets so like growly. Is that the right word? It's just so low. It has its own like defined tone. And these wonderful ones. So the song actually, oh wait, but then I think it doesn't quite, okay, this builds, oh, that's kind of cool. It actually feels like the end of the song, like I've made you suffer through enough of this like stretched out like nonsense that like here's something that resembles a melody, harmonic structure. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, so 11 is good. Let's copy this, drop it in block 11, which, if we're keeping up, groove 12. Here's 11. What should we do to this? Okay, so this is all new. What if we were to... Oh, it's down. Okay. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Yeah, we're still a little off. Turn off the snap. Pull this back. And let's reveal what we were missing. There it is. And here, smash that into the one. Forgot I'm talking to gamers out here. And then over here, okay, so we just want to get as, oh, did it line up for us? Well, isn't that nice? We'll just be super snarky perfectionist. Is it snarky to be perfect? No, we'll just be very, very, very precise. That's not a problem. And that way it's like, oh, you're being too precise. It's like, or you're not being precise enough. And then somehow we've gotten, all the other ones were short, and then now this one's a little bit, oh, maybe, hold on. See, so when we're dragging and making it fit in these really, really tight, precise things, we want to use that snap. But then when I'm moving things to make them land on the grid, not so much. Okay. Let's save. Let's go to groove 12. We've got all this, and then we want to start here. So we can pull it back or we can trim it. In this case, there's not much left. Snap is on. Drag this forward. This will resolve in 2 bars, but has that little end thing, which you might want to do something with. I think I should do something with. Let's turn off snap, pull this back, take a look at, wait, which one are we supposed to hear? I can't remember which. Boom. That's the one. Feel that one. I'm actually excited once I finish with this, we can like listen to the whole thing and I can eat lunch. How exciting. All right, let's all pull back. Pull. Select everything. Snap off. Smash into the downbeat. Ooh, okay, let's listen. So does this cool, like, it's not a modulation. It's just, it's like a harmonic variance. I forgot it's very started too long ago. There's some build, there's some melody. Finally. I give it to you, I give you the melody. And then what happens here? That's just part of the phrase, I feel. Oh, maybe, okay. Right here. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Hold on, I need to count it. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I messed up the 3. Because that's when it repeats. So let's turn the snap on. That's the repeat, and it just fades out. So a lot of these songs have these like fade outs, and I'm really, really curious on the OST in terms of like programming, right? If they made it like this and they made the fade, and then there's something in the software that actually fades in the outro to the intro or something like that, or if it was just something that they did once they like ripped all the content from the game. I'm sure there's a very, very, very well-researched article out there for that. Okay, this is extraneous. Yes. And then everything's highlighted. Cut all this. We do not need that. Okay, it's a weird phrase. I think it starts here. But that means that one might be messed up too. Or do we need two of them? We'll find out. All right. Looking really, really tight. Okay, so because I synced up all the other ones, this one I don't have to mess up as much. I definitely need a half. And then this one is okay. I think I want to get weird on the end of it here, right here. Or maybe, I'll do like a weird pitch thing. Let me take a look, save always, that's super important. Look at all these grooves. I probably should have played this back for you at some point. Okay, that's good. So finally get you a melody. What happens if there's like... It normally lines up everything's perfect in these 8s, right? Yeah, that's perfect. So what if instead... I'm still trying to figure out what plus for this. But this one I'm happy with. And it's only 4 minutes and 40 seconds, or 50. Yeah. Oh, person. Okay, so that would loop, and then it goes home. And we get the variance. But this is the same. Right here it comes in. Highlight. When is it coming? Ready for it? What am I listening to? Oh, where's 12? Here's 10. Oh, that happens twice. That's okay. I mean, listen long enough. 12. Interesting. Oh, that just changed up. Wait a minute. Okay, so this, we're gonna listen and count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Boom. That's 4. Wait, 5. 6. Okay, it starts to go to 7 and 8. Yeah, it's this tag thing on it. That's cool. And that keeps the tag thing going right here. Switch. Oh, it's like a tag out. That's so cool. Okay, so there's that lead up, which I want to get rid of. So in 12, let's just solo these things. I think that's how the beginning starts. So we're gonna, for these, pull them back. Oh, I could have soloed that out. Should I do it here with muting things? I'll do them here, because oh, didn't. This is the same, I believe. Oh, great. So that's at 12, and then this is at nothing. Wow, it sounds so much more glitchy. Oops. It tames the glitchiness of it. That's what we don't want. Let's go to quarters. Let's pull this back. Oh, that kind of sounds like these. Let's keep the shrieks in. Let's keep the shrieks in. Get rid of the phrasing. So on that, we'll just copy everything. So we have oh wait, here we want that to hit. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. I gotta. Oh, don't do that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3. I can't count. 3, 4, 4. Wow. Okay, so that phrase is going to get reduced. We're just going to cut off here. Oh, wait, if they're... Because the problem is they're already at 12 and I can't get lower than 12. How do I do that? Can I process? Maybe, okay, check this out. I will bring them all back to, oh, that'd be interesting. Since we can't go lower, I'm just going to restore everything to 0. And then each one of these sections, then I'm going to go, let's do 2 in 2s. It's like I'm playing whole step, but it might still be major key or minor key. That sounds like this. Oh, -4. I like the sort of whole tone implications. It's not really. Does that looping that sounds? I like it. It's like that's the fastest movement in the entire track, but it just does it right at the end. See, if you sit through the whole thing. Okay, let's listen to it. Pretty much. I mean, and see the great thing about these edits is that at any point it can be done. I don't think I've ever played the intro for here. So anticlimactic. I don't know if I could sit through this whole thing. Bass adds so much without it. Just, I don't know. It's really nice tone. I tried to put like an FM synth bass in a track, and I didn't end up keeping it. I just put 808s and like aggressive growly wobble basses. Those are the only 2 things I know to use. So this is good. I'm gonna use FM basses. This is just so jarring. Because I think it's surprising that someone made music like this. Not the original Grit, because they were fantastic melodies that were like maximizing the hardware capabilities on the Genesis and other platforms. And then I love that here in our year 2018, the OSTs and things are available, and there's wonderful developers that make free tools available so that I can just, I don't know, being online is with digital artifacts is like it's like you're at a Goodwill, but everything's free. So you're like, oh yeah, I like Sonic, and then you can just sample from it. This is so slow. But then the other thing is, when this is played out, it's not just listened to, it's with visuals. So then the slow, prodding, creepy pitch downness of this paired with the visuals should be really, really interesting. And then I will have maybe a full keyboard going through a bulk FM, so I go with other FM sounds, and then I can pull it off in time. I'd like to get the kind of sequencer feature in Tractor working, so that way I can take the coin sounds, and I think in this OST there are even some like musical phrase sort of things. So then to change those into phrases that I'm kind of dropping in on top of this. This is really like a big expansion of there's a concept that I did the same group, Simpsons Wave, right? Which has a lot. Well, there's more assets for that already. I could definitely find Sonic Wave things on Bandcamp and SoundCloud, but I don't think people have tied that to the aesthetic outside of like just like naming album covers and things like that. We're about to tighten it up. It makes it more musical. I don't know how far those are. They're not that far. There's like a splat to them, but that's how I feel like. Is that supposed to be like a trombone? Well, trumpet. Trumpet still has the splatty splat. It's just, I don't know. Temperature. I just keep doing it. It might make sense to do it for 2. Other way but 4. Just like, get me out of here! Get me out of here! Oh, thank you. That's what I want the response to be, for someone who actually makes it through. And again, I hope it's not active listening, I hope it's background listening to get through 4 minutes and 20 seconds of this. But there's all these great like FM sort of sounds in the background of like these like lead tracks that I don't know if they consolidate like that, or if that's just like natural artifacts of the FM synthesis that they're using. But that slowed down and pitched down and distressed. Yeah, especially like, oh, that's great. Just like, when does this end soon? Don't worry, soon. But I wanna feel that impact of that like abrupt stop. Horns signaling the end. Angels just blasting us. So it's funny because the classical instruments are supposed to have the purest timbre, and in the case of FM synthesis, it's distressed a lot. It's like least pure timbre. Ah, it looped! It needs to give up the silence right there. Sorry for the. We'll get to save it one more time. We'll talk less. I'll come down. Okay. All right. I have succeeded. I've butchered another song, so I'm ready for this and hopefully play it out next week. So I'm gonna feed myself now, but it's been awesome that you've stuck around, and I'll see everyone soon.